So the NBA allowing teams to reopen practice facilities with some restrictions. So far, just a few teams involved, but more said to plan to reopen next week. I want to bring in former NBA star player and coach Jeff Hornacek with me now. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you today.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You know, the NBA, remember, they're the ones who pulled the plug to start all this. I mean, that was back in early March, and everybody's like, what are you doing out there? Well, what do you think, or how difficult do you think it will be for the league to get going again?
Well, it's pretty tough because there's a lot of things that go into it. But, you know, the NBA is very good at these types of things of knowing when to come back. I know when I was playing, I guess it was in 91 when Magic came out with his HIV diagnosis that, you know, initially players are going to be kind of scared of going back to play. But they send doctors and to all the organizations and discuss what the risks are. And they're not going to do anything that takes any chances. So when Adam Silver says that they're ready to go, I'm sure they've checked everything out, and guys will be feel safe that they can go back
Jeff,
and play.
If you remember, the players from Utah Jazz who were in New York City tested positive in the early days of this. They got a lot of headlines, too. So, and again, the NBA was at the forefront of this from the very beginning. Listen, our guilty pleasure around here is watching this new series. Not a new series. This series on ESPN. It's called The Last Dance. And you and your daughter, Abby, now have a clip on Fox Nation. And you talk about Garden Jordan and what that was like. And so here's a clip from that. Watch on Fox Nation.
What about Michael Jordan? What made him so special?
Well, that guy, he didn't want to lose, and he was going to do whatever it took to make sure they won the game. And, you know, everyone, I mean, maybe not the younger people, but people who know Michael Jordan saw him play, you know, the guy averaged 35 points a game, but they fail to realize he was Defensive Player of the Year, I think, several times also. So he had both sides, and when he wanted to try to stop somebody, he could stop them.
That's a great clip. You've watched it. What's your takeaway? What do you think? I mean, I was in the Tiger King before, and now this is kind of like that because Jordan is so dominant. What do you think so far, Coach?
Well, I think it's been good. You know, it's nothing that we who played against him and went through all this, we remember all this stuff. So it's nothing new to us. But I think for the young people coming up to see what he went through, you know, to get to that level and to be successful. And, you know, I think a lot of that stuff, when Abby asked me, she asked me some great questions. So you got to watch it on Fox Nation. And but his determination to win, you know, there's the old saying, do you love to win or hate to lose? His answer is hate to lose.
Huh. That's wow. You know, some of those memories, the pop culture, the way Jordan went about it on the floor, the way he came back. I mean, you could have stopped. You could have killed this guy, so to speak.
No, you know, that finals that they're going to show here in '98, you know, everyone was 35, 36 years old, which in kind of basketball years is kind of the tail end of it. And, you know, to watch him go out there and, you know, we tried to double team him. We tried to do different things on him. You try not to foul him, let him try to make as many jump shots as he can. But his game adjusted every year to make himself better and better. And that's what the great players do. And, it's been fun to watch. Yeah. Again, I don't know when these last two sessions come out and they talk about them beating us, the Jazz.
Well, that's going to sting. That'll leave a mark. I'm 3 shows in. I'm trying to stretch it out right now. Jeff, great to see you. Great special. Check it out, Garden Jordan with Jeff and Abby Hornacek on Fox Nation. There you go. There's your plug. We'll talk again, Coach. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for being here.